the Xiaomi 7 Pad Pro. Pad 7 Pro, 7 Pad Pro, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this particular flagship tablet for Xiaomi is able to do pretty much everything. So if you're a browser, an app user, or even if you're a AAA gamer, this can do it all. And you're probably wondering how? Well, check this out. You get a 144 Hz panel on this 11.2 inch display, which is in a 3:2 aspect ratio with 12 bits of color. Sick. Powered by an 8S Gen 3, and you can get up to 12 GB RAM and 512 GB of storage. So that's some pretty impressive spec, if I may say so myself. So the key differentials between the Pad 7 and Pad 7 Pro in the Pad 7 lineup is mainly that processor, and it's the best way I could describe it is the Pad 7, which we do have a video of coming really soon, is more of your everyday today usage for a tablet. Well, this will do that, plus give you better overall GPU performance, and that's reflected within the benchmarks you see here via Nano Review. But in the real world, how does that work? So the best example, and the examples that we tend to always use when it comes to tablets, is Call of Duty Mobile. Now, we're not going to go too heavy on the gaming side of things because there are other implementations for this tablet where it excels more, but using this to play games is a great experience. You've got quad speakers, so if you didn't want to have earphones in, you're going to get a really, really great sound quality, and it runs and operates very, very well. Crisp detail, loads and loads of frame rates being thrown at it, and not much issue in the way of anything other than any slowdown or anything. It operates very, very well. And I would point out, even if you're boosting the frame rates to add in more, it doesn't really impact things like the thermal management inside. So you're still going to get really great performance, which is sick. But the Pad 7 Pro offers so much more than just gaming and a really high-end spec sheet. So the mode that we've been referring to, that we've used solely on the Pad 7 Pro, is something called Workstation mode. Now, to activate this, you just swipe right on your control center, and you just essentially tap it, and it kicks you straight into it. It's very similar to Samsung DeX. However, I would say this would be the default mode that we would use if we bought this tablet, and we've been using it pretty much since day zero. That would be the mode to use, because what you do get and you benefit from is you can do a lot of things all at the same time, and it doesn't suffer in performance. So you could have, for example, you want to download some apps, you can have Google Play Store running on one side, you can have YouTube running on the other side, and then you can have a floating window with notes, for example. And all that runs incredibly well, very fluid, no issues, really funky, cool, lush animations with zero lag, and no ghosting as well, or any like odd shadows, etc. Looks really, really good. The only thing I would say in that particular mode is not every app will work across those 3 floating windows. Some will need the full window, like Google Gemini. So as a whole, that mode, if you were to buy then the floating keyboard that you do with this, it would create a very laptop-esque setup. And I think what you'll probably benefit from there is you benefit from, if you have a Xiaomi phone, for example, or an Android phone, you'll benefit from the way they communicate as well. So you can sort of simulate a laptop experience for something that doesn't even cost that much. So this is roughly around £499 here in the UK. But again, with it being this launch, you do get a lot of promotion and offers. If you kick out of Workstation mode, you can then experience HyperOS AI within the Pad 7 Pro. And what this is essentially is a refined OS that runs on Android 15 as well, which is great, and HyperOS 2.0. And you get all of the features that you normally get on your phone on your tablet. So customizing the lock screen and customization as a whole is excellent. You get tons and tons of options, and you've kind of migrated the both together now, and it actually feels like you're getting a really enhanced experience on your tablet. Obviously, you get Google Gemini, you got HyperOS AI, both of those live within the tablet, and there's tons and tons of options and things. There's a lot you can do using AI on this tablet, which is great. But we don't want to focus too much on AI because you probably know what that all looks like and feels like. But what we did want to touch on before we wrap up is the design of the Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro. So the design profile of the Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro is actually a 3:2 ratio as well. So you can work it upwards or downwards. Well, landscape and portrait, should say upwards and downwards. Landscape or portrait, we've solely kept it in landscape mode because that's where the middle of the camera sits as well. And as a whole, the design is very common. This is nothing like gonna blow you away, but it does look really, really great. 3.2K display, 144 Hertz, stunning panel, 11.2 inches as well, and it's got that 12 bits of color. So if you're watching content on here and you're combining that with those quad speakers, which are enhanced by Dolby Atmos, and then the display supports Dolby Vision, you're getting a super immersive experience. So you can sit and watch stuff on this if it's docked, or if it's just resting somewhere. You could watch and use this a lot. I mean a lot. And then it comes with an 8,850 milliamp hour battery, which actually recharges at 67 watts, which is mental quick for the tablet, because normally it's 45 is the most you'll get, but 67 watts, so you'll recharge really quickly. The only downside to the recharge is you don't get the plug in the box, but in terms of consuming content on the Pad 7 Pro, it's a truly great experience. So the Pad 7 Pro offers a lot for that $499 price tag, and like we said, there are a ton of promotions that bring that $499 down to probably around $449, and you could get a truly great experience. There's not much wrong here, I'll be honest, especially at that price point and factoring that in. The fingerprint sensor works very well. I'd say the only downsides beyond the plug not being in the box, which is a bit of a shame, is there's no IP rating on this, and then you can get tablets in a similar size like the Honor Pad V9, which we have a review coming up really soon, which does have a much larger battery and retains some of the same screen sizes, screen qualities, and is again roughly around the same pounds, about 50 to 100 pounds difference between the two. But what I would say is what you're getting here is a pro grade experience, especially when you factor in the OS combined and all the refinements that come with that, and AI combined with the 8S Gen 3 make this a very capable tablet that could one day in fact even replace your laptop if you enhanced it with that keyboard. And that's our review of the Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro. Let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this. Would you spend £500 on this tablet, or would you go for something like an iPad Air, or would you not bother at all and just stick to your laptop? Let us know in the comment section. Until the next one, we out.